What's up, guys? 5 weeks out now. Nationals is approaching us pretty quickly. Today was my pressing rep day. I decided to go with log clean once and push press for a triple. Last week I said I had lat issues with my right lat, and it turns out I don't think it was. I had a little bit of a problem today. I really think it was a pinched nerve, something going on with my spine. The right side was the problem last week. This week, when I was pressing a little bit later, I ended up only working up to 230 because I ended up having a pinching in my left lat on the same horizontal plane. So I really think it was a nerve issue instead of a muscular issue. I mean, the weights were going up fine. Here's 220. I ended up hitting myself in the chin on this one. So I kind of started slowing down a little bit, but the weights were moving. But then I ended up going up to 230 for my next one. And you'll be able to see I clean once, press it, no issues. But then when I bring the weight back down, and as I go to press back up, I just felt a tweak in my back, put it down, didn't want to go any farther. So I just kind of called it there. So for my accessory work, I just stuck to bodybuilding type movements. And today, it was supposed to be a max deadlift day, but I decided just to go with a repetition day. Headed out to Jack Gym, decided to do the car deadlift. Just wanted to get some repetition work in because I haven't been able to do the car deadlift as much as I wanted to. But now I get a chance to use my suit, get a whole feel for exactly what it's going to be. This is going to be a lot. This was a lot lighter than national weight. The arms are out a lot farther, but I got to use my suit, even though I ended up having a small tear in the suit when I went to go put it on. I already contacted Elite FTS, and they're going to be sending me a new suit, so hopefully it'll get here pretty quickly and I won't have to worry about it. But that pretty much wrapped up the day. I didn't do any accessory work just because I still wanted to heal my back. I didn't want to push it too far. Now today was Thursday. I decided to do some back squatting with some jumps, some plyo work. For my back squats, I was being told I'm not sitting back far enough, so what I decided to do was drop the bar a little bit lower and really focus on sitting back farther. I wasn't able to go as heavy as I would like. My central nervous system was really shocked. The bar is not used to sitting on that spot, so there was a lot of bruising on my back. It's not really an issue. It went away later on that day, but as the weights got heavier, I could definitely feel the weight sitting in the same spot that the bar's not used to being in. But I do like how it felt sitting back far in the hole. I feel the weight was a lot more centered instead of me falling forward, I guess. But here's 335. You can see the bar's low and I sit back more. And I was able to just power up through it. So I like it. It's something I have to play with. Next year, I want to do a powerlifting meet, so I think this is going to have to be the appropriate style to be able to do something with that. But I do like these different plyo jumps I was using. They're really beneficial for sprinters. If you start with one leg back and then you have to muscle through to the running position. So I like them. First time ever trying them. I'll be throwing them in again, but it was just something different, something else I wanted to try. Now we're working at 405. This was my second to last set I did. And the weights, yeah, the weight looked good. I liked how it moved through. I'm going to have some other people critique it, some of the other powerlifters, see what they say. See if they can find any more errors where I can get stronger, get better at squatting. Like I said, I really want to do the powerlifting meet, so my deadlift's okay, but my squat is moderate to average, and I don't even know where my bench press is. I'm going to have to start doing that, but I'm going to wait till after nationals to start throwing that back in. All I did for my accessory work was leg press, mimics the car deadlift, so I just kind of left it at that. Didn't want to do too much volume because I was hitting my 90% day for my Strongman day on Saturday. So now here we go. This is 70% of the national weight for my press medley. It was a 270 log, a 240 axle, a 165 dumbbell, and a 200 keg. First time I ever hit a 270 log clean and press, so the program's obviously working. Nice, slow, steady pace, but it's getting there. Axle's never been a real issue for me. The dumbbell, I've hit this for double or triple before, so the fact that I put that up pretty clean after all that, I'm really happy. And the keg, I've repped a 200 keg before, so it's not a problem. Next time I'll be doing a 230 keg as part of the medley, so we'll see what happens with that. I've never hit that before. And now we have the clean and press for reps. It was supposed to be probably about 250 as a 90%, but I went with 260. It was just easier to put the weight on. I really didn't know what number to expect. I was maybe thinking around 6 or 7. So I got to 5. I put the weight down, took a few deep breaths, waited about 10 seconds to try to recover, get some oxygen back in the muscles. And I went again, and I ended up hitting 3 more. So I got 8 at 260, which was definitely above where I wanted to be. So, you know, I'll take it. And usually before I do any kind of pressing, I take a kettlebell and I lay on the ground in like a floor press position and resets my shoulders back in. And you can see in the last few reps, my shoulders were really far in front of me, so I forgot to do that. I think I maybe could have been able to get 1 more extra rep if I were to do it, but you know, it is what it is. But now we have the keg. This wasn't 90% of lightweight weights. This was 90% of the heavyweight weights, and I was able to move the weights pretty quickly. We don't have a wheelbarrow, so again, I have to walk the kegs over, and I'm loading them over the yoke to simulate putting them into the wheelbarrow. I just didn't have a frame outside yet. We're doing the frame next, but I should have brought the frame out for this one too. But as far as moving the kegs along, you know, I can't complain. But we have the yoke next. I haven't touched a heavy yoke in about 6 weeks, so this is the first time picking over maybe 500 or 400 pounds. So the fact that it was moving this quickly, I'm excited to see what I can do when I get to nationals. So, and this is 100% of lightweight weights for the frame. We're going to be doing 700. So my grip was slipping a little bit. Maybe I have to do a different kind of adjustments to my hands, but the speed's there, so I'll take it.
Let's go, Dave.
And then we have the stone medley.
Easy shit. Easy shit.
This is going to be the exact weight for lightweights.
Come on.
And the only difference is we only have about 10 feet of running room versus the 15 I have to do.
Go.
I really don't see that being a problem. The hardest thing was picking up the 330 and walking with it.
Let's go. Let's go.
But if I had to go 5 more feet, I still don't think that's going to be a problem. I don't have it on video, but after this, I just did a 375 stone for fun. Next week, I'll be going for hopefully the 420, but we'll see how I feel. And of course, Pride Nutrition and Jacked Hardcore Gym. Thanks for listening, guys. See you guys next week.